In this video, we will delve into the latest developments in the field of artificial intelligence. We'll cover a wide range of topics, including the most recent updates from Apple and OpenAI, as well as an AI system that successfully diagnosed a medical condition that had eluded doctors for 3 years. So without further ado, let's jump into these fascinating subjects. Starting with Apple, iOS 17, which you can get now as a free software update that enhances your communication with some exciting features. It introduces contact posters, a fresh stickers experience, live voicemail, and a lot more. This update also takes your iPhone to the next level of personalization and user-friendliness. It brings significant improvements to communication apps, introduces Standby as a new way to interact with your iPhone while it's charging, simplifies sharing through AirDrop, and enhances typing with more intelligent input. Remember, you can download iOS 17 right now as a free software update. Apple also rolled out watchOS 10, a significant update that introduces a fresh visual design for apps, allowing you to access more information with just a quick glance. It also introduces a smart stack feature to display relevant widgets precisely when you need them and brings delightful new watch faces into the mix. The next AI news is that Roblox posted on X an update. It's captioned, "Roblox has always strived to make creation accessible to everyone, but there are still barriers to overcome. Assistant is a conversational AI that makes creation easier and empowers advanced creators to build richer, more engaging experiences faster." Roblox has always supported its creators with the necessary tools and services for building immersive 3D experiences. Recognizing the growing use of third-party generative and conversational AI by creators, they've been working on a solution. This solution, known as Assistant, is a conversational AI model designed to reduce the time creators spend on repetitive tasks and boost their productivity. Assistant is tailored to Roblox's unique requirements, leveraging a vast library of 3D models for training and integrating seamlessly with platform APIs. It allows creators to interact using natural language text prompts across 3 key phases of creation. Learning. Whether a creator is brand new to developing on Roblox or a seasoned veteran, Roblox Assistant will help answer questions across a wide range of surfaces using natural language. Coding. Assistant will expand on our recent Code Assist tool. For example, developers could ask Assistant to improve their code, explain a section of code, or help debug and suggest fixes for code that isn't working properly. Building. Assistant will help creators rapidly prototype new ideas. For example, a new creator could generate entire scenes and try out different versions simply by typing a prompt like, "Add some streetlights along this road," or "Make a forest with different kinds of trees. Now add some bushes and flowers." The next AI news is about Adobe, and it is headlined, IBC 2023. Adobe unveils powerful new AI and 3D features in Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects, with enhanced storage capabilities in Frame.io. Adobe is thrilled to introduce powerful new AI and 3D features across its video and audio apps. Adobe's quick, dependable, and intuitive Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Frame.io beta versions enable creative professionals to collaborate seamlessly. AI-powered features automate time-consuming chores, so video editors and motion designers can create at the speed of thought, while dozens of user-requested workflow upgrades boost productivity. Adobe prioritizes sophisticated editor-focused tools. The Adobe Creative Cloud video team surveyed over 1,000 professional editors this year and integrated much of their feedback into today's release. So what's new in Premiere Pro Beta? Premiere Pro adds cutting-edge AI-powered features including enhanced speech for quicker dialogue cleanup, filler word detection and removal in text-based editing, and improved autotone mapping for more consistent color output. The timeline is now 5 times faster, which makes editing, trimming, and just about everything else you do in the timeline smoother and more responsive. For the next AI news, it appears that ChatGPT has experienced a decrease in its user base. The article was posted in the Business Insider titled, "ChatGPT is losing some of its hype as traffic falls for the 3rd month in a row." According to data from SimilarWeb, the average visit duration on the ChatGPT website has gradually decreased every month since March, going from 8.7 minutes to 7 minutes in August, as reported by Reuters. Although SimilarWeb's data shows that there was an approximate 10% decrease in the total number of visits in both June and July, this decline started to stabilize somewhat in August, with a 3% decrease. Notably, in the United States alone, visits to the ChatGPT website saw a modest increase of 0.4% during August. In the previous month, there was a slight uptick in the number of unique visitors, approximately 0.3%, which took the count from 180 million to 180.5 million, as reported by Reuters. One theory about why ChatGPT's web traffic dropped over the summer is that school was out, which would help explain why the traffic trend stabilized in August as school children in the US were back in class in greater numbers toward the end of the month, according to Senior Insights Manager at SimilarWeb, David F. Carr. Before Meta's Threads took the title in July, ChatGPT held the record as the fastest app to reach 100 million users in just 2 months. This rapid growth was fueled partly by student enthusiasm, which in turn led professors to address ChatGPT-related plagiarism. A Princeton student even created GPT-0 to identify AI-generated essays. In the AI News update from last week, it was highlighted that some writers had initiated legal action against OpenAI. Since then, additional writers have joined the lawsuit against OpenAI, expanding the group of plaintiffs. Another group of writers is suing OpenAI over copyright claims. A group of writers is suing OpenAI over claims the company illegally used their works to train its AI ChatGPT chatbot. In the lawsuit, Michael Chabon, David Henry Huang, Rachel Louise Snyder, and Eilert Waldman allege OpenAI benefits and profits from the unauthorized and illegal use of their copyrighted content. The lawsuit, seeking class action status, alleges ChatGPT's ability to analyze and summarize author content implies potential copyright infringement, as these outputs may be derivative works. OpenAI's acts of copyright infringement have been intentional, willful, and in callous disregard of plaintiffs' and class members' rights. OpenAI knew at all relevant times that the datasets it used to train its GPT models contained copyrighted materials, and that its acts were in violation of the terms of use of the materials. The lawsuit claims. Now, if you're a fan of AI and enjoy reading books, you've likely come across the growing trend of authors utilizing AI to assist in the creation of Kindle books. Now, the newest update on Amazon Kindle is authors must disclose use of AI on Amazon Kindle. Amazon is implementing a new policy that mandates Kindle Direct publishers to disclose their utilization of AI. This move comes after extended discussions with the Authors Guild. With the advent of ChatGPT and the ease of digital self-publishing, even individuals with unconventional titles and generic content can attempt to profit from AI-generated novels or instructional books. Surprisingly, some of these AI-generated books mimic the writing style of well-known authors and manage to achieve significant sales figures. A part of the article says, the AI texts can even be dangerous, as AI-generated mushroom advice books show. These obviously unverified pure AI works confuse edible and inedible mushrooms, for example. The e-commerce giant will now require authors' consent for the inclusion of purely AI-generated text, images, and translations in their works. The new policy comes after months of discussions between the Authors Guild and KDP leadership on the need for safeguards against AI-generated books flooding the platform and displacing human authors, and to protect consumers from unwittingly purchasing AI-generated texts. The advocacy group writes, following Amazon, our next news is eBay. The latest is that magical listing tool harnesses the power of AI to make selling on eBay faster, easier, and more accurate. eBay has introduced an innovative listing tool powered by artificial intelligence. This tool can extract information about listings directly from images. As a result, sellers can effortlessly create listings, and buyers gain access to additional details about potential purchases. Our new image-based magical listing tool allows sellers to take or upload a photo in the eBay app, iOS only for now, and watch AI fill in item information details. From a simple photo, AI can write titles, descriptions, and add vital information, which could include product release date, detailed category and subcategory, and can combine with eBay's other tech to suggest a listing price and shipping cost. This addresses what we call the cold start issue in which first-time sellers can feel overwhelmed with the amount of information required to create a competitive listing. There's no need to work through a cold start with AI. As soon as you're ready to sell, your listing is ready to post. Returning to the topic of ChatGPT, it is undoubtedly the most perplexing and intriguing, which is why I've saved it for last on the list. Now this article says, a boy saw 17 doctors over 3 years for chronic pain. ChatGPT found the diagnosis. During the COVID-19 lockdown, this mother, Courtney, purchased a bounce house for her 2 young children. Soon after, her 4-year-old son, Alex, began experiencing pain, leading to a 3-year search for the cause of his symptoms, including chewing objects and meltdowns. In total, they visited 17 different doctors over 3 years. But Alex still had no diagnosis that explained all his symptoms. An exhausted and frustrated Courtney signed up for ChatGPT and began entering his medical information, hoping to find a diagnosis. I went line by line of everything that was in his MRI notes and plugged it into ChatGPT, the mother says. She eventually found tethered cord syndrome and joined a Facebook group for families of children with it. Their stories sounded like Alex's. She scheduled an appointment with a new neurosurgeon and told her she suspected Alex had tethered cord syndrome. The doctor looked at his MRI images and knew exactly what was wrong with Alex. She said point blank, "Here's occulta spina bifida, and here's where the spine is tethered," Courtney says. The diagnosis proved to be accurate. Now, here's another instance where ChatGPT successfully contributed to diagnosing an illness, as reported in the news. AI detects eye disease and risk of Parkinson's from retinal images. Scientists have created an artificial intelligence (AI) tool capable of diagnosing and predicting the risk of various health conditions, ranging from ocular diseases to heart failure to Parkinson's disease, solely based on retinal images. While AI tools for detecting diseases from retinal images have been developed previously, what sets this new tool, called RetFound, apart is its utilization of a technique known as self-supervised learning. This method eliminates the need for researchers to individually assess and classify each of the 1.6 million retinal images used for training, which is typically a time-consuming and expensive process in the development of traditional machine learning models. Instead, the scientists employed a method similar to how large language models like ChatGPT are trained. Just as ChatGPT learns to predict the next word in a sentence based on the context of preceding words using a wealth of human-generated text examples, RetFound utilizes a vast array of retinal photos to learn how to predict the missing portions of images. This is tremendously exciting, Liu says, but using RetFound as the basis for other models to detect diseases comes with a risk, she adds. That's because any limitations embedded in the tool could leak into future models that are built from it. It is now up to the authors of RetFound to ensure its ethical and safe usage, including transparent communication of its limitations, so that it can be a true community asset. That wraps up this week's AI news. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with the latest AI news.